Hi, and welcome to this lesson of PTE reading fill in the blanks of reading and writing type. So this exercise that we are learning today is a part of your reading section. And in reading, actually, this is the main thing that you have to answer. It's a red color question, and reading is going to be the third section of your exam. And this question will be the first question. In reading, there is a concept called time management because there is one timer to solve all these questions. So what could be the possible timer? It could be 25 minutes to 30 minutes of the time, and you have to finish everything in the given timer. So the green questions that you can see, they are not important questions. So I want to make sure that you are not wasting your full energy on solving these questions. So you must save your time. So multiple choice questions, multiple answers. Don't try to spend more than 1 minute. Reorder paragraphs. Don't try to spend more than 1.5 minutes. If you're aiming to score 65 or below, you can even skip these questions and you really don't need to answer them as well. Multiple choice questions, single answers, the same story, not important question. You can skip them or you can just answer in less than 1 minute. Reading fill in the blanks are equally important because they also give you a good number of scores. So you would like to save your time after fill in the blanks for these questions, okay? So talking about your reading and writing fill in the blanks, something that you have to know is that you're not going to hurry on these questions as they are important questions. Okay, so you will take your time, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever time is required, you will take it to answer these questions. How many of these questions will be there in your exam? So you will be having 5 or 6 questions of this type coming up in your test. So around, you will be needing 15 to 18 minutes to answer these questions in maximum. So, which is fair enough to spend that much time on these exercises. You can see that your reading and writing fill in the blanks. They're giving you 44 points. That is a big contribution. It's a red color question. So you are getting 22 points in your writing section and you are getting 22 points in your reading section. Makes this exercise very, very important for your writing section as well. So you have to remember, you need to do well on these questions. We will try to see how to answer these questions. There are 4 skills that you have to work hand in hand to get these questions right. Even if you miss one of them, it will be difficult for us to answer them. So you need to concentrate, you need to understand the paragraph, you should have good vocabulary, and you must understand the grammar of the paragraph to answer these questions. So 4 things that we have to keep in mind: grammar, vocabulary, concentration, and understanding of the paragraph. So now let us actually start looking at how to solve these questions. So first thing is you must read and skim the passage, a quick one. Pick out 4 to 5 words from the paragraph and try to connect them to get some idea of the passage. Now read close to the blank, like this length of something, this much length, you need to read before and after the blank. And now try to find out the grammar of the question and guess your answer. If you can guess, that's perfectly fine. But then if you are not able to guess, now look at the options. Now see if you can directly answer the question. Sometimes it's definitely possible. If you're not able to directly answer the question, you will have to use elimination method. So I will teach you elimination method as well. But first we will try to answer few questions with direct method. And then we will move on to elimination method and see how these methods work. So there are lots of them, definitely. Now I will be moving to our portal and we will try to exercise few questions and we will see how it works. The direct method, of course, then we will try the elimination method. So you can see that the paragraphs would be this much length. Okay. So, yeah, that's a readable length. Choosing the right pet is akin finding best, requires important factors: pets availability, annual cost, pets ownership. So I think it's about keeping animals and how expensive or cheap they are and, benefits of keeping animals. So this is what I say: pick out 4 to 5 words, connect them, get an idea of the paragraph. So look at this step again. Read and skim, pick 4 to 5 words, connect and gather some ideas. So we know the paragraph is about pets, their cost of living. Okay, so now we know. Now we're going to read this much, as I said. Okay, choosing the right pet is to finding the best dash on a desired item. It requires a careful balance. So can you guess the answer? The best dash. I know it should be a noun, but what noun? I'm not good with pets, so maybe I don't know. Now I'm going to look at the options. Best deal. Now that was a direct answer for me, because if we are, we try to look for the best deal. Like if you go to the market, so you will buy a thing which you think, it's more cheaper. So deal. Then we will look around here. Important factors includes pets availability, the cost of care, and where the pet dash your lifestyle. Whether the pet fits your lifestyle. Yeah, I'm guessing it now. Oh, wonderful. The guess was right. So this is called direct method of answering. Not everybody can do that, but I still trust a lot of you watching my video that you have this ability, that you can guess the answer by reading the paragraph, just like that. Unexpected dash, such as emergency veterinary services, behavioral training, can add to this. Unexpected situation, unexpected circumstances, unexpected expenses. Yeah, I'll go with that, because they're talking about money on them. However, the companionship and mental health benefits that pet offer often dash these costs, often balance, or remove, outweigh. I'll go with that, because they're always better. So dash, for many, the rewards of pet ownership justify the commitment. While for many, some, so for many, in conclusion, a pet goes beyond their cuteness. It's a serious commitment with financial and lifestyle implication. You may have to read a little back, okay? Many, the rewards of it. So, yet, I'll go with that, yet. Good. So you see, I was confused with the last one. So I read the last line. So last line is saying, it's like a serious commitment. So it's like a negative aspect that, okay, if you want to keep a pet, it's definitely a big commitment, or it could be really hard for you. So blah, blah, blah. So then the other one says, pet ownership, justify the commitment, the rewards of, that means what you get from a pet. So I have to contradict the previous statement. So I said yet, that fitted well. So this is what, and when I say look at the options and answer directly if the questions were easy. So that one was mostly easy. Some of them were not. I used mostly direct method. But I have to teach you what is elimination method. So as I promised, I will be teaching you grammar aspects. So let's look at that. So first aspect is called parts of speech, that what part is missing, whether a noun is missing, adjective is missing, verb is missing. So I am hoping you know all these. If you don't know, you need to pause this video. You need to look out for the definitions of what is a noun, what is adjective, what is verb, what is adverb, preposition, helping verb, connector. I'm going to give you a few examples. Noun is a thing. It could be a living thing. It could be a non-living thing. It could be a thing that you can't see, like happiness. You can't see, but it's a thing. Noun is like a pen, like a woman, like a girl, like a hair, whatever things you have, they're noun. Adjective, whatever defines a noun is called adjective. Like I say pen, I say nice pen, I say good woman, I say brown hair. Whatever defines the noun, it's called adjective. Verb is like action happening, sitting, teaching, speaking, writing, reading, read, think, process. They're all verbs, actions happening. Adverbs, they're addition to verb. So anything that we add to verb to make it more expressive, like if I say reading, loudly read the paragraph. Now, read is a verb, and I said loudly read the paragraph. So the word loudly is adjective. So ly words are mostly adverbs, but remember, anything that is added to verb is called adverb. Prepositions, small words like of, in, to, for, These questions are very often being asked in your reading and writing fill in the blank, so you must also know all of them as well. Helping verb is am, are, was, were, will be, shall be. Connector and, but, so, therefore, yet, moreover, these are all connector. You remember, we were here and this is a connector. So they're all connectors, when, so, while, yeah. So if you know what is yet, what is the meaning of the word yet, what is the meaning of the word so, you can answer the question. So you need to even know connectors as well, okay? So deal is a noun, meal is a noun, wheel is a noun, item is a noun. Then how did I know what was the answer? Grammar didn't help me. The paragraph's meaning helped me. So they are talking about money, they are in the market, they're choosing something. So, you know, we get the deal. Okay, unexpected dash. So origin, culture. So you see such as this. So it's plural. So I had to pick up plural answer. That was grammar. Okay, so we will learn that as well. So we'll keep it here. Now let's try to go back to a PowerPoint and let's try to fit up our answers. So characteristics of paintings include visible brush strokes, light colors, dash on the lights, and unusual visual angles. Now you need to see what fits with on, okay? Dash on, so emphasized on, emphasis on, rely on, depending on. So what do you think? Light colors, dash on the light, and unusual visual angles. So you need to get this answer, okay? I'll leave that for you. Next one. The name of the movement is dash from sun, is related from sun, is come from sun, is attributed from sunrise, is attributed from, is derived from sunrise. So you have to see related goes with the two. So you need to see which fits better. Okay, related to, come from, attribute to, derived from. So you have to see the name of the movement is derived from. Okay, so derived from means we've taken it from there. Okay, so like that, you need to fit in your grammar and the knowledge of the words to get your answers. Look at this one, tense elimination. So tense elimination means you need to see in that particular question, which type of tense is being used before you answer the tenses. Okay, like they say, read the paragraph to identify the tense of the paragraph. Now read close to the blank area and properly use the correct tense form. Cancel all the options which are completely incorrect. Sometimes in the options, they will give you some tense options which are not at all fitting well. So you just eliminate them. Okay, they are not the answers. And then you check in the paragraph what kind of tense has been used. You're going to use the similar tense in your answer. So there can be confusion. So you have to use your passage to find out that. In the age of digital transformation and social media, the way we communicate and share information dash undergone a dramatic transformation. So this is a third form of verb. So we know whatever we need here should be a helping verb. Okay. Will, you know, will, with will, we always use first form of verb. Tense is wrong. So I'm going to cancel will undergone. No, gone. Can also with can, modal verb, we don't use third form, we use first form. So I know that I can cancel these two options directly. Gone. Has undergone or has been undergone. So I know with has been, I use first form of verb plus ing. So that's not going to be the right answer because has been otherwise goes in passive voice. Okay. So my option is has undergone because with has, I can use third form of verb. Okay. In the active voice. So elimination method of plural and singular. So like before the paragraph or after the paragraph, there will be some helping verbs that can help you to know whether the item that is going to be in your answer should be plural or singular. Like few, many, some, both, one of the, that, this. So this is singular, that is singular, these is plural, those is plural, are is plural, have is plural, were is plural, was is singular, some is plural, many is plural, few is plural. So you just need to find out the hint Like climate change is one of the most pressing global dash. Now, it has to be plural answer because this is one of the, one from many. That's how we say the phrase. So one of the. So the only option that is plural is issues. So that will be your answer. Now I'm going to go back to this question here. I think it was this one, unexpected dash, such as, and then they started counting emergency services, behavioral training. So like they're talking about more than one item. So we know that our option should be plural. So I can cancel origin and culture. I can say one of the differences, or I can say one of the expenses. So then I have to use my concept. So I see in the paragraph, they're talking about spending money, cost of that. So I'll say expenses. So we will try few more questions to find out some rules that we can apply. So again, quick 5 to 4 words from the paragraph: developing computational thinking, students, bonnet, intelligence, computer programming. I think it's about studying computer programming in a school. That could be the answer. Computers, basically. So now again, we're going to read around the paragraph. Many of us happily drive a car without dash what goes under the bonnet. I think I can say without knowing or without understanding or without looking. Yeah, if we don't really keep, we don't understand the car's bonnet, right? So I'd say without understanding. Yeah, that was a direct guess. Trust me. Okay, so it is necessary for children to dash how to program computers. Necessary for children to, with the to we use first form of verb. That's my grammar. So to dash how to program computers, to learn. Normally children, they in school, they learn things, right? Or to study. Let's see. To know how to program computers or to learn. I'll go with learn so far. I'm guessing it. Some experts say coding is one of the human skills that will become dash as artificial intelligence grows. Will become dash. So adjective. What will it become? Outdated, old-fashioned, obsolete. All of them look same. So programming is not out like old-fashioned. So programming is something now that we wear. It's not fashion. Obsolete means something that we no longer use. Could be obsolete because that's the word that fits up. Will become outdated. Just guessing. Since 2014, blah, blah, blah. Last paragraph to answer. Argue that they should learn to understand what dash computers work and try to solve problems as a computer mind. What dash computers work? What dash? Learn to understand what dash computers work. So what makes computers work? What makes computer works? What creates? So I don't know why we have only 3 options. I'm just guessing on that. Yeah. What make you work? So like that. So let's keep trying few more questions. The prospect of learning something from history is what makes sociologists takes, understanding founding thinker sociology, relationship between development of sociology, modern, so it's modernism, sociology kind of question. A philosophical question, difficult to answer, trust me. The prospect of learning something from history is what makes socialists tick. It is through dash a systematic understanding of the forces. It is through dash. It is through help on a systematic understanding. It is through presenting a systematic understanding. It is through developing a systematic understanding. Guarding. I'll go with developing, making up something. Okay. All contextual vocabulary that we used here, no grammar we used. Understanding of the forces which shape our lives that we dash exercise control over them. That we can exercise control over them, that we can dash. I think a model verb is missing. All of them are over. That we can, or that we may exercise, that we can, that we should. It is through developing a systematic and forces which shape our lives that we can. I'll go with can because that's what was my first guess. Okay, I'll stay with that. The founding thinkers of sociology who dash to prominence during the development of what we are pleased to call modernity, thought so. Who dash to prominence? No guess. Who came to prominence? Who walks? No, not walks or paves, because I'm going to use my grammar here. They're thinkers, plural. So if in simple present tense, your subject is plural, your verb should be first form of verb only. So not S or yes. So not S or yes. The founding thinkers of sociology who came to prominence during the development and even past, actually. There's guessing. The relationship is an intimate one because it is dash with the social change instituted in the development of the modern one. It is dash with. It is dash with. It is not with the social. It is some with. It is so with. It is only with. So I'm trying to fit in. It's only with the social change that I think only with, because that's the only word that's fitting in there. Sometimes you just have to guess them like that, okay? So moving back to my elimination method, so plurals and singulars, I have just taught you first form of verb plus S or ES concept as well. So we are going to keep a lot of concepts in mind. Preposition. So, sometimes you have to see what preposition goes, like depends on, derived from, you remember that question we did, only with. So you have to see what fits the best there. So like it says day. So at the end of the day, in the end of the day, to the end of the day. No, towards the end of the day is fine, but not to the end. So in the end could be right, but then they say day at the end of the day. I'll go with that. Okay, in the end of the day. No, I'll go with at the end because that's 12 p.m. they're talking about, particular time. Then transcription software is being developed for turning scans of books to text as the field of digital humanities really takes over. The field of digital humanities really takes over would be the answer. Takes in, takes off, takes over. Yeah. Since it is only smart within one narrow cortical tissue, and even it is not vastly superior dash the best human. So when you say superior, you always say superior to, okay, or superior from. So I'll say superior to. So that's your preposition. So you need to keep note of your prepositions as well when you're answering these questions, because sometimes they only ask you preposition, okay? So these are just examples. I'm not teaching you prepositions here. I'm just telling you how you can use your concept of prepositions to eliminate. That means there is the need of the hour to understand prepositions if you don't know how they work. So learn them. You can pause my video here, go to your Google, search prepositions, study them. Okay. So that means prepositions is important concept to answer the questions. Okay. Now check here. Although they can perform a number of intellectual feats, dash which no individual is capable of. Feats of which no individual is capable. Oh, with the word capable, we say capable of. So I think my answer is of. Feats of which no individual is capable. I'll go with the word of, because that's how you use the word capable of. So you just have to have the knowledge of your prepositions and knowledge of collocations of prepositions. Okay. So while we are talking, I would love to go on the collocation list. Collocation list for PTE. So I'm going to click here. Open this up. You check that. So you can always learn them But then, as I was saying, I am interested in preposition collocation at the moment. So I'm going to look for the questions which are having prepositions. You see here, of, development of, access to. So take notes of these ones. Okay. Preposition. Here you go. You see of and impact of and then role of. Okay. Okay. Resemblance to, involved in or involved with, source of, focus of, or focus on could also be the answer. Okay. Described as, described in terms of, range of, check more. Of is very popular. Research of, research in, research, doubt on. Mhm. Related to, or see, very famous. Associated with, connected with, linked with, linked in as well, huh? Related to, allied to, or allied with. Okay. Conflict with, contact to, contact with, yeah. Associated with, found in, known as, referred to, referred as. I've given you a lot. There are 42 pages and we're on the fourth page. Impact of, impact on, role of. I think right. So now we are going to understand phrasal elimination. So I've taught you preposition and you know that you have to work on this exercise. Now moving on to your elimination method for phrasal. So phrasal elimination means that there is a popular phrase that the words fit together and the meaning coming out is different from when the words separately. Like if I say can result in, okay? So can result in. So result in, that means the outcome, okay? Term was coined. Term was coined. So the word term, if you have to say either the term is derived from or you say coined by, okay? So coined means the name has been kept by somebody. So coined is like to invent it, okay? So then over time. So have dash over time. So over time things they change. So we say have changed over time. Okay, the question as to dash economic change is developing. So probably this one's not fitting in here. But then the rest ones. So you've seen that, the phrases. So there are very popular questions that will come according to phrasal elimination. So work on those. If you come across any set of pairs together, words together, and you're like, you don't know the meaning of the words together, you have to check them in then. There is definitely a meaning on it, okay? So now the last elimination is notation of the words. The notation of the words is positive or negative or neutral. So if the passage is talking about benefits of something, so of course the paragraph has to be in a positive notation. If they're talking about serious consequences of something, so the paragraph could be in negative notation. Sometimes there is a reciprocal notation words as well, like if there is a less supply, the demand will increase. If there is more demand, the supply will decrease, okay? So you have to see the concept like that. Like for example, in the realm of space exploration, human curiosity has led to dash achievements. Space exploration has done, so there should be monumental achievements, okay? Amazingly, even if you look at the parts of speech, achievements is noun. So we don't put the word adverb with noun. We put adverb with the verb. You remember? Add to verb. So amazingly is an adverb. We will not put this word with achievements. We have to put the word noun. We can't say unimportant or silly because we're talking about space exploration. So we will say monumental. Yet it has also revealed the dash challenges and complexities. Now, what are these? These are negative words. So can we say simple, easy? No. Daunting is something that you can use because daunting is a negative word. So you'll have to see on the notations of the words as well to understand the concept. We will try a few questions again to see if that works. At supper, Johnson talked of good eating with uncommon, some people foolish minding, pretending, eat, look upon, belly, uh, contempt, anxious, gratify, casting balance, opinions. So probably it's about eating food or something. Let's try to answer. That's the first step, you remember? Reading few words and connecting and getting some idea. So that's what I've got. Now, good eating with uncommon dash. Talked of good eating with uncommon dash. Uncommon something. So think noun. Uncommon outcomes. Uncommon problems. At supper, Johnson talked at supper, that means at night. So Johnson talked of good eating with uncommon benefits, uncommon problems, uncommon satisfaction. Still confused. I'll leave it for now. Some people said he have a foolish way of not minding or pretending not to mind what they eat. So for my part, I mind my belly very dash and very carefully. Some hint is there very uh, studiously and very carefully, lamely. No. So you have to say something similar to carefully. What he does not mind his belly will hardly mind anything else. So, for I look upon it that he who does not mind his belly will hardly mind anything else. He was for the moment not only serious, but but mm, vehement, educate, funny. He was not only serious, but mm, oh, serious, vehement. I'll go with this word. I don't know the meaning, but that's the only word fitting in. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just trying. Um, Masterly essay against dash. And 206th number of his Rambler is a masterly essay against dash, against dieting, against fasting. Fasting is no word. Golosity. I'll go with dieting. Uh, his practice, indeed, I must acknowledge, may be considered of casting the balance of his different opinions upon the subject. For I never know any man who dash good eating more than he did. Who apathy, who relished good eating. Yeah. Because they're talking about past, you see, he did past, go with the word relished. Well, one word is left. With uncommon, good eating with uncommon satisfaction could be. Yeah. So this one was wrong. So gulosity is like, again, when you eat food. So it's related to eating food. But then I said satisfaction because he was all talking about having good habit of eating food. So vehement because calm can't be the word because he's serious. He can't be funny because he's serious. So he's vehement, like he's trying to put emphasis on that concept. That's what it was. So that's how you keep doing these questions. Elimination method sometimes works better. The idea of Western power influence, gradual decline, US presence, it's all about power, US political science, basically. Okay, as a prelude to a dash fall, momentous fall, depletion. Hard words, not precipitous because it's related to rainfall. Um, I'll go with momentous, spirituous. I don't know, hard one. Uh, International commitments is part of fulfilling his promise to make America great again by dash on its own interest, by arbitrating on his, by concentrating on, dominating on, concentrating on. So let's check if we were right. We're good on concentrating, and it says precipitous fall. That means sudden fall. So that I was wrong there. So I'm trying to tell you that that's how you have to keep learning. Now, I didn't know the meaning of the word, so I messed out there. So you also have to learn new words and vocabulary. So you need to have a book ready with you while you're practicing these questions. You must put those words down there, or you can even add these words to your notes. So they've got the notes here. You can make notes here if you want. If you don't want to keep a book with you, so you can put the word precipitous like this, or you can write the word mired, lingers. If you don't know the meaning of the word lingers, you can put that word down as well. Now see the word precipitous got the spellings wrong. So even it's good for you to learn the spellings. You remember vehement. So keep adding the words that you think you would like to learn later. So that's how your practice has to be. It should be a holistic approach of learning your reading and writing fill in the blanks, because these are going to contribute 22 points to your writing and 22 points to your reading. And this is something that you can't fool on, you can't just trick on. So you will definitely have to do them right. Only that's how you can get your scores on these questions. So I'm going to wind up my lesson here. I am saying trust the process. You can definitely do them right. You just need to trust yourself. You need to practice these questions more. Plus, as I have said, you need to learn the vocabulary. Keep working on the grammar concepts that I have told you to work on, like your prepositions, your grammar. They will definitely be easy in your exam, I promise you that. But then they will only be easier if you will practice and you will study them more. And then you know more, the test will look more simpler and easier. Thank you so much for watching this video. You can watch this video again and again. And if you still feel like I was very fast in the video, which I have to be, so then you can definitely contact your trainer and get more lessons on this. But then you have to remember, we can't teach you everything in one day or in one shot. You definitely have to keep working. So I will suggest you, before you book any one-on-one with your trainer, at least practice 20 to 30 questions on your reading and writing fill in the blanks every time you book a one-on-one, and bookmark the questions that you think this one was hard. So bookmark the questions that you think they were hard, so that you can discuss the questions with your trainer. Then saying, oh, I'm bad in reading, help me. No, that's not enough. So the trainer needs to know what kind of issues you have, and then trainer will guide you accordingly. Thank you so much once again, and I will see you in the next video.